How much do you discuss the target that's on your back with your team, or they've been through this before, so they already know?
Yeah, so they know. I mean, they know that it's there. I mean, you really don't have to remind them. They uh, very often they've got a pretty good feel on where they've been and what they've done. When we got into this division here, it was Denver was in the same situation we're in, and we were trying to go get them, right, and so that uh, some of those guys are still around. They know, and um, and they do a great job in the locker room of making sure that's taken care of.
And I'm sure Mahomes is leading the way on that. Has he reached his peak, do you think, Andy, of just that he's reached the saturation point of greatness, that this is the guy we're going to get? Andy, what do you think here?
Yes, yeah, I think Rich with the quarterbacks every year, until age takes over, they have a chance to better their game. I joke that it's a little bit like being a farmer, that the work's never done. There's always something you can work on, probably a little bit like you'd see with with golfers. They've always got something that they can work on. I think it's the same way as a quarterback, and they've and so I would tell you, has he reached it? Well, he's going to try to better it. That's his attitude with it, and I know it's good for he's done a nice job of where he's at, but he's always trying to get himself better.
And so, what do you think, if you could pull on one aspect of his game that you think that you think he can improve on, or he's paying new attention to improve upon, Andy?
Yeah, so it's always that combination of the routes, in particular when you give them new routes, and the coverages and the footwork that go along with that against a different look, the different coverages, making sure our guys are familiar with it. So, reps become important there too. But the footwork is normally where you go with a quarterback, especially if you're continuing to add things into the offense there.
And then, when it comes to him and Kelce, is there any comparison that you may have from your past at any point in time that you've seen a quarterback pass catcher connection like this on a team of yours? Anything like this, Andy?
Well, I'll tell you that they're special that way. And, probably the latest one was Gronkowski and Brady. I mean, they just got done doing this thing. So, but anyways, I know it's they all do it a little different. The combinations do it a little different, and I'm glad we have both of them. And both of them are best friends, and then they both respect their games, and that's a positive thing for us.
One of my favorite screen grabs that I saw recently from the preseason, Coach, is I guess the play against Arizona where Mahomes is running. He's got four guys chasing him to his right. That was the one where he threw the ball as he was leaping out of bounds. And Kelce's on the numbers on the opposite side of the field going vertical, waving his hand like he's open, as if he thinks Mahomes has his eyes in the back of his head. I don't know. Did you see? I'm sure you must have seen that on film. And what did you think of when you saw that? What did you think when you saw that?
Well, I was really watching Pat because I thought the defensive guys were going to knock him into the third row there. I mean, it's a preseason game, and he's doing his best Sammy Baugh imitation. But but I did see him. Yes, I did see him, and they've made those kind of plays before, so that wouldn't have been too unusual. But the thing Trav does very well is he works to get himself open. If something breaks down, he's going to find a way to get open, and I know the Lions know about that. So they'll have I'm sure somebody to cover them all over the field, or at least attempt to.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.